Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra November 8, 2022. A good part of you wants to settle in and get comfortable today, and you're likely to get the opportunity. Focusing on your practical affairs and fundamental needs can be a great help. Later today, your curiosity is building. An edge to the atmosphere can make you feel that you should be accomplishing something solid. However, it's unclear where to put your energies as Mercury and retrograde Mars form a minor challenging aspect. This can stimulate restlessness or needless arguments and drama. Your ideas may not go over as well as they would on another day, so you probably should hold on to them for now. Watch for impatient, impulsive communications, and tension related to changes of schedules. Our great benefic, Jupiter, is shimmying backward in the sky. He is once again rejoining your solar second house of values and morals, as well as finances. Consider re-evaluating these themes with your partner. If you illuminate any hunches, be sure to talk it out with your significant other. You both could have a breakthrough as a team as you consider the game plan forward. Before you know it, the two of you could be sitting on a pot of gold. If single, turn within and listen to what your inner voice is whispering about how you're building your life so you know what you're bringing to the table. Speak courageously, but not aggressively. Usually, you are a calm, cool, and collected air sign that is not usually spurred into action. But as the moon enters Aries today, you may feel more emboldened by the assertive lunar energy to speak up. Taking the lead in conversation might come naturally to you since the cardinal moon will instill a little force behind your words and communicative presence. However, the aggression of the moon may spark more controversy than usual, so remember your tone, turf, and timing when you speak up. Before leaving your income sector today, the moon will align with Jupiter for the first time since the planet of luck and expansion retrograde back in, but for the only time while he is in retrograde motion. With Jupiter less than 3 weeks away from turning direct, this is a chance to get a window into the doors that are temporarily open to the past, second chances and untapped income potential. You have never been one to abandon a course once set out on, however, you must get used to the little detours life shows us along the way. Rather than looking at these detours as setbacks, consider them as curves in the road that were too subtle to be realized when you were starting out. Have faith that you're still on the path. Support your sensitive nature by taking nighttime or early morning baths with a few drops of lavender oil. Pull out those plans and goal sheets. There's no better use of time and energy than by putting that mastermind of yours to work. If there are ideas you have had rolling around in your mind, get some paper and draw them out today. Do the calculations and budgeting for projects small and large, and be sure to go over any plans you've recently done to double-check them. The essence of clarity will illuminate anything that you've missed previously. Before leaving your income sector today, the moon will align with Jupiter for the first time since the planet of luck and expansion retrograde back in for a rare double-dip visit last week. This is the moon's only visit while Jupiter is in retrograde motion, and also the only time when there are planets in your career sector this year. This leaves you with a download of information from across the income and career fronts and a window into growing support between the two. At a time when all the focus is not only on matters of the heart and all things romantic, but in Mars' early days in retrograde motion on the past and second chances, the moon's return to your communication sector is something that can give your relationships a boost. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector, it is all about having the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. The day's powerful influences tell us to slow down. It isn't just a race right now, it's a marathon for you to do and soak in the healing. The Scorpio sun isn't playing. It requires you to make your mental health a top priority. As the Scorpio sun aligns with the south node of destiny, there is an interplay of power and authority that just doesn't seem to let up. Bosses and colleagues could even try some moves on you that leave you shaking your head in disbelief. People in relationships are going to have to find ways to compromise when Venus and Uranus oppose each other. You can't take on everything yourself. Giving up your peace for the sake of someone else isn't going to remedy any situation. Sweeping things under the rug never served the greater purpose, but with Venus wanting to break away from the drama and noise, it could be a temptation for many. As you rest your head on your pillow, Mercury and the South Node of Destiny in Scorpio will blast open your psychic ability and empathic nature. This is a great time to connect with the other side, but it will be important that you set some emotional and energetic boundaries. Another helpful minor connection between Mercury and Chiron can provide some cosmic healing, allowing you to shake off any hurt from the past. This can help you quash any issues that have been weighing you down in the romance department. This energy is also perfect for addressing your financial situation. If you're due for a raise, now might be a good time to request one. The cosmic weather is quiet today until mid-afternoon, when the Aries moon aligns with Chiron, making us agitated. Present situations trigger a reminder of long-buried insecurities, causing us to shadowbox against a phantom enemy. The irony is that this enemy is ourselves. We are the ones who are subtly replaying past events and reinforcing our own trauma. Naturally, it is easier to blame an outside party for our troubles. Yet, the only way to face this foe now is through acceptance and forgiveness. We must stand toe-to-toe with our psychic aggressor and integrate it, not denounce it through avoidance or passive-aggressive behavior. Healing can only come through reconciliation. Shortly following this, Venus opposes Uranus in Taurus, stimulating surprise events in love and money. Uranus is the arbiter of change, but Venus in Scorpio prefers to maintain control. Although our relationships tend to be paths toward evolution under Scorpionic placements, we still must wrestle with our fixations, obsessions, and jealousies. We expect others to be loyal to us, and us to them, and so when conflict arises in intimate dynamics, it can come as a shock. Even more so, Venus opposite Uranus presages sudden, unexpected circumstances. An out-of-the-ordinary, mysterious stranger may suddenly enter the scene, throwing our predictable life into upheaval. We may realize we need more out of a current relationship, making requests of our partner that push everyone out of their comfort zone. We may even decide we don't want to be partnered at all, desirous of personal freedom. The best way to handle this transit is to be flexible. This is not necessarily an influence of breakups, although it can be one of testing the limits and toying with the idea of illicit behavior. Infidelity would not be tolerated now and could lead to a breakdown of trust and subsequent parting of ways. On the money front, be mindful that this is an occasion for both windfalls and sudden losses. Don't gamble with anything you can't afford to lose.